Hey, how's it going? It's Rocky. Welcome to week 40 of my trading journey in the year 2024. I share content that is relatable to both new traders, average traders, and professional traders. And hopefully the content that I do share is both inspiring, educational, and maybe a bit of entertainment. If you missed earlier this week, I did share something quite important on my video here. It was pretty much a payout from one of the funding firms that I am working with, and glad to say that that was approved within 7 minutes, and my payout actually was in my checking account the next day. So check out that video if you missed it, because I also did share some important news about my personal life, which is one of the reasons why I have not been as consistent with my YouTube videos. So for this week, I'm going to try and make it quick because I do want to go back in a cadence again, weekly sharing how I'm doing, and of course some one-off videos about tips or other topics that may be of help with your trading. Before we get started, just a quick disclaimer: this is for informational and entertainment purposes only and should not be relied upon as a basis for investment decisions. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, an important incentive that may want you to subscribe is my community tab on YouTube. So on these daily posts, I share my P&L and also my emotions or tidbits on how I approach the market for the day. I do want to point out here, I have a self-funded live account, which is here called Rocky Mark, and I will show you how we did this week on week 40. And then next, I do have 7 funded accounts or PAs with Apex Trader Funding. They're right here, and as you can see, I do share the suffix, so I am at PA 44 through 50. And then on the bottom here are 13 other evaluations that I'm working on, and hopefully we can add that to the PAs within the next couple of weeks. So this is my live account with NinjaTrader. This is what I use as the main account that I trade with, and all the other accounts I use to trade Copier to follow this live account. And so far our total is at $2,780.80. Alright, so going to the upper left here, we can look at our statements, and from the statement I'll go to our account balance history, and we will look at last week, and we'll fix the dates a little bit. We'll have it go from the previous Saturday on the 28th of September to this past Saturday, yesterday of October 5th, Saturday, and that is the week number 40. And we'll run this through. I'll show you our realized P&L in here. I'm going to bring the calculator here just so we can calculate the actual performance that we had for week number 40, and I'm going to highlight the important numbers here. Here the ending cash, and on the top is the starting cash. So our ending cash is $2,780.80, and we'll subtract our starting cash of $2,309.36. And for the week, quite happy that we performed and made a net profit of $471.44. So this is a live account, self-funded live account, so this is money I can withdraw at any time, and it's still a small account, so that's why I am trading micros. I've learned my lesson from all the failures I've had earlier this year, so I am trading smaller until the account is a lot bigger. And it's a statistic that I want to share. It's something I've always done with my previous content when I was only involved with my own self-funded live account with Thinkorswim. I like to look at the percentage because I think that's more important. Yes, the dollar value is like it's the number that will get you a click right on YouTube, but the important part to me is the percentage. So with our total of $471.44, we will divide that by our starting cash of $2,309.36, multiply that by 100, and that is a performance or ROI of 20.4%. So I think if you're feeling down about your results, a good way to look at it is percentage wise, because we all have different account sizes, we are all on different timelines in our journey, and a good way to measure how we're doing is with a percentage. Now I wanted to share how we're doing on the funded accounts. As I mentioned, I have 7 PAs, and out of those 7 PAs, 2 of them are on day 44. So that's the 2 accounts that I was able to request a withdrawal for $700 each earlier this week. It's already been in my bank account. I already used it to pay bills, so pretty stoked about that. And with these 2 accounts, we got the P&L back to about $1,000 to end the week. So they do subtract that from where I was when the withdrawal was made. And I'm still continuing to trade micros on these because I want to get it to a bigger amount before I can scale up, because I know that it's pretty easy to blow up an account if you are not sizing correctly. And the other 5 funded accounts here is about at $607 each. We have traded this for about 10 days so far, and the goal is hopefully on the 15th of October, which is the next payout window, we will reach the minimum to make a request for withdrawal. And as you can see here, the 25K accounts, you can withdraw up to $1,500, but I chose to withdraw a smaller amount because I want to keep a buffer to keep growing this account, because I do not want to blow these accounts up. I just want to slowly but surely make profits and have consistent withdrawals as much as possible. So that's how we're doing on those 7 PAs, and I'm gonna bring up my Excel sheet that I've shared in the past, and this is how I keep track of how I'm doing. So this is how I keep track of my performance on the funded accounts. I know they're all on the ATF dashboard, but I like to visually look at it this way because in the past I've also traded different funded accounts from different funding firms, but right now exclusively I'm just doing Apex at this time. As you can see here, these are the 7 PAs that I have from PA 44 through 50. And if you ever wanted to fact check me, what I do is basically the numbers here is the starting cash for the day. So if you wanted to look at my post last Friday, this would be the value that we'd be looking at. So it would be the starting cash the next day. So for PA 44, it shows here $1,009.34. So we look to the right on the community post on YouTube. If we look at PA 44, and this is, this post was made on October 4th, so that was the Friday. And essentially, we are at a profit of $1,009.34. So I add all these up daily, and I look at what my day net is. So for example, on Monday, our day net was $110.88. And then on Friday, it was $529.81. The important part is right here. So I did make a withdrawal. So as soon as that was approved, Apex removed that number from my account. And that's why it looks like, for the day we had a negative day here. But in reality, because we withdrew $1,400, we are still net positive for that day. So that is a pretty strong week for week number 40. And what we'll do here, this number, I try not to let it psych me out because it's a number that hasn't been withdrawn yet. So we'll just look at our sum from just the entire week. So Sunday to Saturday, we'll just do that the full week. So for our funded accounts, pretty excited about our total here of $3,435.54. So adding that with our self-funded account, it's a pretty decent week. Anyway, I kept it short this week. I want to go back again, as I mentioned, every week, just doing a status on my self-funded and funded accounts. And also I'll do videos here and there based on feedback on any topics really that may be of help. Thank you for supporting my journey, and I hope I see you on the next content. All right, have a good one.